Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us at the second annual Canada Sales Congress. Aren't the speakers doing a wonderful job today? It's absolutely amazing what happens when you put your hand on 18 successful people's shoulders and they all say yes. They bring ideas to the table. They agree to help us to learn. And why do they do it? Because all of us, when we were young, went to hear others speak and asked others to help us. And they gave unstintingly to us. And so we feel we give back to the profession to bring a future to the profession. Please join me in thanking our sponsors, Canada Life, Desjardins Insurance, Empire Life, RBC Insurance, and Sun Life. I'd also like to thank Creative Planning for sponsoring the parking. We've realized that having parking is important. And Solara for the water, On Your Side for the massage, Bridge Force, Mercedes-Benz, the Personal Coach, Edge Benefits, and Transamerica Life Canada. Please also join me in thanking the sponsors of the Gala Luncheon, PPI Solutions, who for the second year have sponsored this wonderful meal. In particular, I'd like to thank Joe Dickstein. Joe has spent a tremendous amount of time with me on the phone with each of the speakers and has helped them to go through what they have to talk about and how to do it in 18 minutes and 10 points. It's amazing. We ask people to bring 15 to 18 points to the table, and Joe manages to find 10 points and put 18 into 10. He is the great condenser. As I said when Joe spoke last year, Joe has been a mentor to many of us in this room and to many others in the profession as well. With each new speaker, I suspect that Joe may have found a new protege. Joe's mentorship is the reason that Jim Burton and I began to think about creating the Joe Dickstein Scholarships. We consider it important that agents of the future also understand the value of learning the lessons hard-earned by those who came before us. Joe, in his conversations with any of us, always adds an historical perspective. He is devoted to acquiring knowledge, and that has, by all accounts, been the major inclination of his life. At this time, I'd like to ask Grant Swanson, Executive Director of Licensing and Market Conduct at the Financial Services Commission of Ontario, to join me on the stage for the second annual presentation of the Joe Dickstein Scholarships. As I said earlier, these scholarships are sponsored by 4 advisors only and by Jim Burton, Chair of PPI Advisory. They were named and presented in honor of our friend and mentor, Joe Dickstein. We're pleased to announce that this year, 2 Joe Dickstein Scholarships, each for $1,800, are being awarded to deserving students. The first 2014 Joe Dickstein Scholarship this year is being awarded to Joy Yu Hu of Seneca College. The second 2014 Joe Dickstein Scholarship is being awarded to Peter Jakowitz of Algonquin College. At this time, I'd like to invite Joy and Peter to the stage. Grant, over to you, sir.
We've all come here today to be inspired by excellence, and I've heard a lot of excellence this morning. Today we also have the opportunity to recognize two people that demonstrate excellence at the early stage in their career. And when I hear about their accomplishments, I know that the future of this profession is bright. And so I'd like to just say a few words in recognition of their accomplishments. There are many attributes to success, and one of them certainly is the message I've heard over and over again this morning is hard work. And one aspect of hard work is achieving very high grade point averages in school. But the second part of success is being a complete person, to be engaged in activities, to have a passion for working in the industry. And both from what I know of Joy and Peter, they have made a commitment to this industry and to the future of this industry. So, Joy, why don't I start with you? Come over a little bit closer. Now, Joy's just finished her third year at Seneca College. This is a four-year program, and when I went to look at the website and saw all of the courses you had to complete, it's a very, very well background. I think most of us starting our careers would have loved to have that amount of information right at the very get-go. She sees, and this is a quote from you, that financial services, and in particular the life insurance industry, is a helping industry. It helps protect families to achieve their hopes and their dreams. So, Joy, Lawrence has produced these checks. You must have a very big bank account, Lawrence. I don't quite have one this size, but can we get this picture? I'm not sure how you're going to fit that in the ATM, but oh. Peter is a student at Algonquin College in the Financial Services Postgraduate Certificate program. And Peter is pursuing a career in insurance sales and advisory service. Peter, you're almost finished this program now. When do you finish?
At the end of August.
At the end of August. So Peter has been an exemplary student, and what I'm told about Peter is he's a great team player. And again, so often we've heard today from the inspiration that we've received that it's important to have that connection with people to be part of a team. So, Peter, I have another one of Lawrence's very large checks.